Watch greatness happen. 0-2 count, last bat, last inning, last everything, gone. Absolute yarn to cash me out for 17 big ones. Not big ones, but 17 hundo. This was the moment when I knew it was gonna be a masterclass night. You better believe it. I knew it. Last bat, 0-2 count. I'm just hoping for a hit. He hits a homer. Let's parlay this momentum into a winning Thursday. Now, YouTube faithful, just like the thumbnail implies, yesterday was one of those days that makes your entire month, your entire summer, possibly, depending on how much stones you put in. Now, on this very channel, talked about a few things, Cease's earned runs, couple other things. I don't even remember. I know I gave a few hitters, but I will tell you this right now. Just like always, the magic happens on the live streams for the hitters. Why? Because I don't have time to run a 45-minute, 60-minute video and then edit it for all the hitters that I like. But I do that on the live streams Monday through Friday. These were all crafted right then and there using Crushed Bat's hitter side, which is right here. Yes, it exists. I don't have it working for the public yet. I will eventually, but for now it works on my machine and I go over it on the live streams Monday through Friday. Now, I don't know if there's going to be a live stream today because I have to drive on down to Dallas. So I posted the hitter model in a CSV format so you guys can read it. It won't be as accurate as if I ran it. You may or may not have the captain on the live stream today, but yesterday was just one of those days. That footage that I showed you was Gonzalez, who someone in the Discord was like, oh, Cap, don't target him versus Nah. I don't care if it's lefty, righty. You target the poverty pitchers, man. You just do, and you hope for the best. He was on the hook last bat. Bang! Home run. 4-4-4, 17-22. The only slip I lost yesterday was, of course, attached to WNBA. And honestly, I didn't know Reese was having an ankle or leg injury or whatever until later on. Once I knew that, I faded the whole slate. So that's on me. But we talked about Cease's Ks, his earned runs. I know I talked about Abrams. He was my favorite hitter yesterday. This right here, made right on the live stream, Marte, Olsen, Soderstrom, Smith, and Nito. This wasn't even what I nuked. As you can see, I left out Trout and Seager purposefully because this was my contrarian slip. That means I saw the same spots in the games that I liked, okay? I liked Acuna, I liked Rooker, I liked Trout, I liked Seager. I needed pivots. What did I do? I pivoted over to the road less traveled, and I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the reason I take this on Parlay Play, and which is why I'm harping on this, 14.5x. PrizePicks was giving me 6x. Okay, and a 10.5 if I powered it. You understand? You got to take your hitter slips over here on Parlay Play. Stop messing around. And then the nuke, sometimes you just got to put the grapefruits on the mound and see what shakes out. Trout, Seager. I could have took both of these gents demons, fam, but I went conservative and just took 1.5. Trout, bang! 2 homers. Seager, a double, a single, a run, an RBI, all of it. He's him, 3,600 big ones. As you can see, the balance is reflected. And it was a beautiful day for everyone that was in there. You can see multiple people, Criminal Chief, J Hydro, Noble, Faceless, the usual suspects. D Ward, Waffle House, Elmo, J Train. And for those of you that are like, oh, where was this posted? Where would they post it? It's right here. Live streams where I run them in my Discord. Black and yellow, or should I say white and yellow. I gave the slip right here. And people are trolling me, asking me for the Parlay Play code, which is Crush. All right? It was right here. So my hooting and hollering's over. Let's talk about today. I will talk about 2 hitters and I will talk about 2 pitchers. Now, I told you yesterday too, I liked Aaron Judge over 1.5 bases. Bang! He crashed it, but I banned Aaron Judge, so I couldn't partake. I couldn't break bread with you on that one, but I did tell you it was a good play, but unfortunately the entire Yankees franchise for me is banned. Now, what is rule number 1, YouTube faithful? What's the first thing we're going to do before we start to look at any plays, comment guy? We're going to check the point totals, which Captain Crush already did. But since some people just don't get it, we'll go back to the basics. Here's Outlier Bet, links in the description if you want to use it. Find the point totals that are going to be looking juicy for hitters or favorable for pitchers. You understand? Rangers and Angels, 9.5 point total. I already know that game's been feeding. It's going to be juicy. Braves Athletics, 10.5 point total. Those are the 2 highest point totals on the slate, besides the Mets and Orioles, which negated itself because it was an early game and you can see it's soaring under. Everything that's supposed to happen in the early games never does, especially when it's a postponed game. So that alone is why I've decided to fade this game for the most part, even though I did like some things in there. Now, after a big day, I never go big, but I may do it today because I just may, because I'm feeling some type of way. If you're feeling froggy, you got to leap. Now, the boost over here, 1.44, half a hit. I don't know about you, but I might have to unban the Yanks today for this. I mean, they're playing Seattle. I don't know here, dude. This is tempting, too tempting. You know what I'm saying? Too tempting. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to try to target two pitchers that are due regression to the mean, which means they're due to go back to where they belong, which is either a good game or a bad game. We'll see. And then I'm going to target two hitters that are either the hot bats or they're due. I told everyone yesterday Acuna was due a home run, a big game. Somebody in the court tried to, he had back spasm. Nah, I don't care. Fake news. 2 home runs first at bat. Sometimes you just got to take them when they go 0 for whatever he was. 0 for 15, 0 for 20. Come on, man. They're always going to bounce back to where they belong. But like I said, the slate is indeed poverty. We got WNBA. I don't really think I'm going there. Not going to lie. I'm just over that whole situation. They do have a Summer League special. Cooper Flag, 14.5. This is an actual taco. I think it's a $10 max. Yes. And I am going to pair this with another Summer League guy that I like, which if I can find it, Shannon at 14.5 points. I keep it together, Summer League with Summer League. So if it sells, it sells. Like, that's how I look at it. 10 to win 30. The max is 10. If you want to tail that, again, the link's in the description. It's code CRUSH. I will be taking Shannon's PRA or his points at 14.5. I'm just going to take a shot. I've seen what he can do. There's a big Minnesota Wolves fan in my Discord, Mr. Iceberg. He likes this play a lot today. I'm going to ride with him. He knows his Wolves. I will say this. I like him too, but the Summer League is extreme volatility. So if this chalks, save your tears for mama because Captain Crush don't care. 14.5 points or 25.5 PRA. I think they're both in the mix. Now, am I going to nuke him or anything? Absolutely not. But you can go ahead and take that for Summer League. Why not? Summer League with Summer League. Have fun with it. I know you D-Gens are going to do what you're going to do. Now, call your 19.5 points boosted payout. Looks kind of good, right? We'll investigate that. Lodolo, 5.5 Ks. That's a demon boost. I really hate to say this, but this is the best boost. Aaron Judge, half a hit. I have the whole for it. Ow! Hold the count. Austin Riley, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Then I don't have to deal with Mr. Band Judge. He projects very well in my hitter model today. He's facing a JP Sears in a high point total game. Sears has been absolutely dealing lately, so hopefully he's hit some regression. Only problem with Riley is he just went yard yesterday, but look, PrizePicks has his line at 2.5. His Goblin is going to be 1.5, and we're going to look at the payout differences. So we got Austin Riley here. If we take any other random prop, let's say we just took Brian Wu, it would pay 2.5x. Where if we take Wu on ParlayPlay, same outcome, 2.52x, but also he only needs to get 6 to cash. Do you see the difference? Do you see why I'm on ParlayPlay? Over here, Wu needs 7 for the same payout. Less of a payout, 2.5x versus 2.52x. That is why this is the move. Now, do I think Wu can rack up 6Ks versus the Yanks? Absolutely. My problem and issue with Wu, Mr. Wu, is the fact that this man is due such regression, it would make Job weep. And if you don't know who Job is, open your Bible once in a while. Now, the problem that I'm having with Mr. Wu is that he does significantly worse on the road than he does at home, but he has good historicals versus these Yankees. If we go look at the head-to-heads, played him on May 13th, 19 pitch outs, 6 Ks. Then in 2024, he was able to get 7 and 7. There's two schools of thoughts here for Wu, his pitching outs or his Ks at 5.5. If you can see here, Crushed Bats gives him a 65% chance to go over 5.5 Ks. And if we take away the Vegas boost, it drops a little bit to 6.5. So I don't like him at 6 because I don't want to ask for him to get 7. But I do think 5.5 and his pitching outs are good. Okay, that is the move for Wu. But I am telling you this. He's due regression, just like Angel Reese was yesterday. He's due a bad game, a terrible game. The Yanks bats have been waking up. They're hot as hell. And then in addition to that, he doesn't do as well on the road. His hits go up, his earned runs go up, and everything else. So we have to factor all that in. Now, with all of that known, what can we do here? I believe, guys, we can still take him at 5.5 because the payout justifies it. Let's see if they do have his pitching outs. However, I do think if you can find him at 17.5 pitching outs or even 16.5, that could be the mortal nuke. Like at a straight book, if you have access to it, which I don't. I did when I was in Vegas, but I don't now. They don't have his pitching outs over here, but they do on PrizePicks, so that is why you got to shop around. So this right here, his pitching outs would pay you 2.25x. Now, if we look a little deeper, you can see Woo's last 10, you can see 8, 9, 9, 6, 6. You can see he's been absolutely trending up. He's been doing more than what he should. His strikeouts per 9 is 8.7. Versus the Yanks, it's 8.5. Head-to-heads, though, he hasn't missed 6, 7, 7. That is something to be considered, but if you show only away games and go back, look at this. 9, 9, 6, 8, 8, 6. So all of a sudden 60% versus 60%. No different on the Ks, right? But let's take a look at the earned runs. Over 2.5 at home, over 2.5 earned runs overall, 3 of 10. Show away games, it goes up 4 of 10. And that's just his away games. And he is playing on the road. Pitching outs, you guys want to see something crazy? Now, I also need you to keep in mind, PrizePicks, when they set the lines, parlay play, they have all this stuff. If you take home games and away games, he hasn't missed 6 innings yet. The dude is just an innings machine on the road, at home. I think that is the move for PrizePicks all day long. But you just have to understand, guys, he has the capability to get shelled. He simulates for 18 innings, obviously, because that's all the data that he's been fed is it's 18. The only reason to take under on Woo today, guys, under 6Ks, under pitching outs or whatever, would be you're taking the idea of a trend system where he's just due regression. Point blank, period. Nothing else could matter in that situation. And if you come to this channel, these are the concepts you're going to learn here. So you should hit subscribe and hit like. I don't just, oh, this is the pick, blah, blah, blah. I tell you what's going on so you can duplicate and you can actually learn something to be good at your hobby, all right? So if you think he's going to hit regression, it would look like this. They don't have under fantasy score, right? So you just have to take under 6Ks and hope he doesn't get 7. You could middle the bet, over 5.5 and under 6. But for me personally, guys, I'm just going to take a chance on 17.5 outs and pray that the Yanks don't yank, all right, which we can see here that he does simulate for 6Ks, 65% chance. So 35% of the time, we're going to be eating chalk. That's just all there is to it. Fade the earned runs, fade the hits allowed, fade the walks, and he does simulate for 18.4 innings, which is good in my opinion. You can see that the Yankees do strike out a little bit more than the league average, but they also get more hits. And 5.5 is heavily juiced. His outs, heavily juiced as well. So that's Woo. Let's take a look at Riley real quick. Now, again, I'm on Outlier, but you can use Pick Finder, code CRUSH on either of these sites. You're going to get discounts for life. Now, I will tell you this. My hitter model is posted again in the Discord in a PDF format, so you can check the exact projection. This is good to see the historical stuff, which the model accounts for, because it'll help you with your visual eyes. Now, 2.5 under, I'm not interested. I'm interested in over 1.5. And you can see on the road, he's 7 of 10. He does well on the road. Take that away, and he's 5 of 10. Here's the thing. He's playing in a hitter-friendly park. The Athletics temporary stadium is very hitter-friendly. It's like home run derby sometimes. He's facing Sears, which I don't have any respect for Sears. If Sears deals, he deals. But if you're looking at just the historicals, you would be afraid 0, 0, 0, but 7 plate appearances isn't enough sample size. Matt Olson is there. The main reason I'm taking Riley, folks, is A, the park factor, and B, the boost. So that would be the boost pair. I would just take Woo, and whatever happens, happens. If you were looking for just straight hitters versus left-handed pitchers best, it would probably be Olson, average-wise, but again, he does strike out more, so there's that to consider. Guys, it's 2025. Anybody can find the data. If you don't know how to interpret it, it's worthless. That's why I have to exist, to try to help you guys figure it out. I want to help you guys understand the data. So let's keep Mr. Woo right there. And then the next person is Spencer freaking Strider. Now, everybody's going to be on Strider today. My goodness. I kind of like this Strider-Sears combination, but I just feel like the line is so high that they're trying to bait people into taking the under. PrizePicks has it at 8. These guys have it at 7.5. His fantasy score is at 39.5, which I think is too high. But the fact that his pitching outs is juiced to high heaven at 17.5, only paying 1.5, it's telling me that he's going to be playing 6 innings most of the time, At least Vegas thinks so. And if Strider plays 6 innings, I'll be hard pressed to say he doesn't get 6 or 7 Ks. 6.5 Ks for sure. Now, if I go look at my base model, you can see he's projected for 7.4. I can't really pull up the simulation model for him because he's never going to simulate correctly because of the limited starts for 2025 and the injury in 2024. It's just not designed to handle that. Now, the base model is, so you can see it's like 7.5 to 6.5. It's going to be dicey. I think we can ask for 6. Or I think we can ask for 7 without being too greedy. If you want to gamble the full yard, you can go 7.5, but let's just go at 6.5. Mr. Miles Mikolas, he was on PrizePicks earlier. I'm pretty sure he's going to get bumped down. I took him under 3.5 Ks. I saw the combo floating around if you wanted to take under on that. My thing is with Mikolas is this, guys. He's due regression like an MFer, and 2, he eats innings. What's that mean? He goes the distance. He goes 5, 6, 7, 8 innings out of nowhere. So if he's going to be pitching that many innings, it's likely he can get 4 Ks. I hate to do this, but it's more likely he lands on 3 than 4. It's like Verlander yesterday. He should have soared under 4.5. He ended up getting 7. What can you do? It's the same thing with Mikolas today. If we go to crushed bats, you can see his strikeouts is plus money now. So that means PrizePicks probably removed it, but you can still take under on parlay play. Strikeout rate per game, they're striking out less than the league average. They're also getting fewer hits. The head-to-head data, though, he did just get 5 on May 11th. Now let's run it. 43% of the time he's going over 3.5 Ks, which means we should be fading this, as it says. But I am intervening and I am taking under. And if we remove the Vegas boost, it's literally the same number. So it's a gut call, but you can see here we're still cashing 57% of the time. So for that reason, I'm taking less and I hope he hits. If he doesn't, well, then whatever. I may take over 15.5 outs as a hedge because I do think he can get 16 outs. He just literally goes the distance. Possibly his hits allowed too. But realistically, I'm just going to leave it alone. Under 3.5. If it sells, it sells. And then Mr. Jack Chanowicks, Jack Black, baby. People are taking his fantasy score today, but guess what? I don't believe Jack cashes his fantasy score at 17.5 unless he gets 3 to 4 strikeouts, because you better believe he's probably given up 2 runs. All right, so for Jack, he's due a big game by his standards. He hasn't been doing well lately, okay? But he's never going to simulate to go over 4 Ks in this spot. He's just not. The Rangers bats, righty, lefty, I don't care. None of that matters. They've been absolutely hot. They've recovered from their slump. These last 2 series games have fed. I got Kikuchi right. I got the other one right. I've been 2-0 on my Angels pitchers for this game and the hitters, might I add. But if you were going to take anything for Jack, 2.5 Ks I think is in the mix. I'm not going to ask for 4. You could ask for 4, but let's just ask for 3 and run a Hail Mary that he hits. And then the last person that I want to talk about is Bueller. 1.67x for 3.5 Ks. Yes, sir. Why? Well, let's run on down to Crushed Bats and let's take a look. But before I do, let me tell you how to get in those live streams, get access to Crushed Bats, and get in the mix. You knew where I was going. CaptainCrush.net. Now is the time. Once that hitter model, which you see prints, and it's been doing it long and long again on those live streams, I cover the hitter models. Once it's released, I got to raise my price to $34.99, as you can see here, per month. If you're signed up before release of the hitter side, you pay this price for life. You're grandfathered in. If you sign up with any of my partners, ParlayPlay, Chalkboard, Sleeper, Underdog, you get 30 days free trial. You have to send me proof of deposit for any of those. So click join now. You'll get instant access to Crushed Bats version 1 for the pitchers, my base models for WNBA and MLB, my slips, my live streams, my picks, and my Discord community where I got role member guys like Spartan throwing down bangers each and every day for you to tail. 3-month special, 6-month special, know your role, pay the toll. I'm doing this because I provide a service. I'm not here to sell you picks. That's poverty. I'm not here to sell you anything else other than be your data analyst and help you with your process, period. We live in 2025, bro. You can get all the information a man could ask for, AI, everything else. But if you don't know how to interpret it, it amounts to a hill of beans. So enter Captain Crush. I'm here to help you develop a winning process. I promise you, you will learn something being in this package. I'm telling you guys. Most people in this industry, they run Discords. They put out some picks and slips and a little paragraph and that's it. They don't interact with you and explain to you what's going on, the reverse engineering of the lines and everything else. That is what I do. That is what I'm passionate about. I love helping you guys grow and win on your journey. And whether you stay long term like many have, I have a bunch of day one members, or you go on to be somewhere else, at the end of the day, Captain Crush had a hand in it. If you join my community, I guarantee it. This is all I got in life. This is my heart and soul. I take it deadly serious. So join the winning team and let's go take a look at Walker Buehler. Walker, you're up, Chief. 3.5 Ks, 60% chance to go over. But look at these earned runs. Look at the earned runs, Papa. 70%. It's allowed. 5.5. We're fading that with the walks. 1.5, 67%. My goodness, comment guy. What are we going to do? Well, if we go look over here on PrizePicks, he's at 4. That's right. He's at 4. Now, 2, 3, 3, 2, 7. He's got it in him. Last time he played Tampa, he got 7 on June 11th. He's been playing elite strikeout teams since then. Seattle, the Angels, Toronto, however, doesn't strike out. And the Nats, they're mid. However, Tampa's got some sluggers on their team, which means they're going to swing and they have possibility to miss. Now, you got options here. You can take his walks allowed, 1.5. He's due to get some walks. He didn't get any last game. And Crush Bats says it's 67% chance, baby. 2.4, 5 hits, 3.8 earned runs. He's due to get shelled. Now, why? Because, folks, it's a simulation model. And if we look at his last 10 starts, the man's just been giving up runs like they were giving out Quaaludes in 1985. 2, 4, 5, 8, 3, 5, 5, 2, 0, 3. I mean, are you kidding me? Now he's placing the Tampa Bay bats who have been hotter than freaking melted butter. You know he's going to be in the mix for earned runs. So what do we do, comment guy? Well, you got the walks you could take. You got the earned runs you could take. It's like Cease yesterday, man. I like Cease' as earned runs. I also liked his Ks. I also liked his fantasy score. And if he didn't give up that grand slam, he soars over his fantasy score. But here's the deal, comment guy. You can take his earned runs. You can take it all the way up to 2.5 if you would like. If you think Tampa's going to bounce back and be hot once again. I mean, you saw what they did to Reese yesterday. Can Buehler get 4 Ks? I don't want to take him at 4 because I don't want to ask him to get 5. But I will ask him to get 3.5, baby. Look at this. If you were to take Riley and Buehler at 3.5, it's 2.25x. You do the walks, it's 2.25x. You do the earned runs at 2.5, hit him with it. It's 2.25x. Whoa, what is it if we do 1.5? Are they taxing? Yeah, they are a little bit. All right. So in this situation, we got dealer's choice, comment guy. You could do this, or if you want to get froggy, take the combo more. If you think you're getting froggy, Captain Crush says go ahead and leap. But since Parlay Play doesn't have earned runs, I got to take them at 3.5. And look at that crispy payout. They're paying way more than PrizePicks at 3.5. We are in the mix, Papa. 8.5x. And we got a bunch of low-line gobbies. We got Jack Black, 2.5. We got Nicholas under. We got Spencer Strider, 6.5. And we got Baby, she did it for the woo. 6.5? No, 5.5. 8.5x, power 5 man. Lock it in? Sure, why not? What are we locking in? Well, we never go big after a winning day. A little 50 piece to win 4 hundo. Let's go. Promo code CRUSH, tail or fade, whatever you want to do. Hopefully, I get that live stream today again where I go over the hitters because I run my model on that live stream and I do some serious investigations. I take it serious as a man can. Now, the WNBA model is also posted in the Discord right now. You can get in how you fit in. You know what I'm saying? All gas, no brakes. I'm also saying. Now, for the YouTube faithful, I'm going to unban Judge to take advantage of this promo and make a little hitter lineup right. All right. He's only unbanned for this one solitary single day. We got him in there. Wow. You can literally take Acuna. You could take Riley. You could take Olsen. You could take any of those guys. I kind of want to take guys that are due or the hot bats. That's up to you. If you're just going to take hot bats, it looks like this. Seager, you got to have him in the mix. 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. I mean, my goodness, Papa. Where do you go if you don't take Seager? If you're talking hot bats, what kind of man are you? You know what I'm saying? Any of the Mariners facing Marcus freaking Stroman are in the mix. I know Cal Raleigh's popular today. 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. He simulates okay. He always does, though, and he always sells. So I got an idea. We'll stagger it up. We'll do hot bat, cold bat, hot bat, cold bat. There we go. So we got Judge's the boost. He doesn't apply. Seager, hot bat. Cal, cold bat. Now we need a hot bat. Abrams, enter the ring. 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. You want to see a hot bat? 9 of 10, Papa. 9 of 10. On the road, 9 of 10. Versus Miles Mikolas, 13 bats, average .385. It's going to take a forklift to get me off of Abrams today, buddy. You got that? You got that comment, guy? And then we need a cold bat. And who's ice cold right now? Woo, Nelly. Manny Machado sold everyone's soul back to back. He almost went yard yesterday. Let's ride. We're doing this. It's a 10x. See what I'm saying? PrizePicks. Let's do the same slip on PrizePicks. Stop the count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let me cook. All right, we got Judge, Seager, Raleigh, Abrams, Machado. 5 players for 9.44x. Same exact lineup, 8x. They're literally leaving a full 1.5x on the table, man. I mean, what's going on here? And if I insure it, they're paying more, 4.3x. I mean, guys, but I ain't insuring nothing. So here we go. I'm locked in. 50 to win 4 hundo. There it is. That's the hitters. The hot bat, cold bat, stack stick special. Stagger them up. I unbanned the Yankees for one night only. Let's see what we do. Now, I will be driving to Dallas. I'll have my wife drive, and I may not be doing a live stream. I'll see if I can get the mic working. But if not, I'll still be in the chat running the hitters on my computer. I just don't know if I'll have the audio. And I'll build my lineup there. Now, can I do what I did yesterday and strike lightning twice? 1,500 to win 3,600, 75 to win 1,000, 444 to win 1,700. We'll see. I hope to see you there. Don't forget, CaptainCrush.net will take you to the dance. Here's the salute. Hopefully you learned some. Good luck in all your contests. And as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.